I'm here with Matt Osborne with OurRescue.org, okay? Tell me a little bit about the organization, and then, of course, what are you doing here in beautiful Bedminster, New Jersey?
Thank you, Mark. We are a nonprofit that empowers law enforcement to fight child sexual exploitation and human trafficking. We also help survivors on their journey of healing and raise awareness through prevention and education. We are so grateful to Ladies for Liberty for tonight featuring our charity. They've asked people to bring in toys and toiletry items, things for hygiene kits to support survivors. We are so excited about the incoming administration. You know, President Trump, when he was 45, number 45, he did so much to fight this crime of human trafficking, invested money, empowered law enforcement. We're looking forward to these next 4 years. We stand ready to empower the brave men and women on the front lines, Homeland Security investigations, state level, local, to fight this heinous crime that, Mark, it's the fastest growing criminal enterprise in the world. It's more lucrative than the illegal arms trade. We think one day it'll eclipse the drug trade. It's incredible.
Well, we hope not, right? So I've seen all the gifts coming in. Is this sort of, well, walk me through that. Is that for the recovery phase of these children?
You're absolutely correct. Think about a victim who's pulled out of this, a survivor who's been abused multiple times a day. She doesn't have anything that's her own. She doesn't have hygiene products. She doesn't have toys for kids. She doesn't have anything that's her own. The great women of Ladies for Liberty are having this drive for us tonight to put together these survivor kits so that we can help when these women and girls, boys and men, come out of this situation. This will help them, just as you mentioned, on their pathway of healing.
So how about the operational situation, right? Like you talked about how massive this criminal, horrific empire is, and on the operational level, how is that going to be stopped? What is your organization doing to contribute to stopping the human trafficking with the children?
So overseas, where allowed by laws, we work hand in hand with governments to help them gather intelligence, help them put together cases, help them go online to try to get these criminals through social media, right? Cyber investigations. In the United States, we work behind the scenes. We provide whatever they need at a local, state, or federal level. Do they need funding? Do they need specialized tools? Do they need training classes? Do they need high technology? Tonight, during my presentation, we're going to talk about these electronic storage devices. Dogs. Mark, you've heard of a bomb-sniffing dog and a drug-sniffing dog.
Sure.
These are dogs that can sniff out electronics, cell phones, laptops, USBs, hard drives, SIM cards. These predators keep their child sex abuse material on these microchips and the small devices. Hard for the human eye, right, to find. These dogs can sniff this out, and these are true game changers in this fight against this crime.
That's wild. And I suppose, what can the average American that says, you know, how can I help in this war? What can they do?
Yeah, Mark, great question. What we always say is, anyone listening now to my voice and hearing us, you know better than we do what you can do. Can you donate? Can you make connections to law enforcement? Can you send prayers up or good, well wishes for our teams who are overseas? Can you make connections for our team, our education team, in schools and churches and civic groups? Too many people are like I was back in the day. I thought this was prostitution. You remember the movie Pretty Woman, right? Julia Roberts?
Sure.
They made her seem like she was an entrepreneur.
Very glamorous.
She was glamorous, that's right. If this had been a real story, she would have been beaten, bruised, raped, we'll call it as it is. So we need to get the word out. Post on social media. Support groups like Ladies for Liberty. Let's support the Trump administration. Do all we can to fight child trafficking. So thank you for asking
Matt,
that.
lastly, one more time, your website, your organization, so people can go there, they can donate, or at least learn more, even if they can't donate. They're aware of what's going on.
Thank you so much. OurRescue.org. Very easy. OurRescue.org. Learn about our 3 pillars: law enforcement support, survivor care, and prevention and education.
Thank you, Matt. We'll see you in there.
Thank you so much.
Originally, I was traveling around the world. We have a coffee business, and through people that I met, business associates there, different issues were brought to my attention that were very startling about the global takeover.
Maria Miller, New Hope for Our Nation, okay, from Pennsylvania. Apparently, you did a lot of work with registering voters and helping win Pennsylvania back. Is that correct?
Absolutely. We've been working for President Trump back since 2019 and working nonstop around the clock, day after day after day. We have a group of about 1,000 people. We work together with several other Patriot groups, Right for Bucks, but New Hope for Our Nation is to become an informed electorate so you can make better decisions. Many of us worked nonstop through Philadelphia and Bucks County, turning them both. Philadelphia, we did a great job in Philadelphia. We're working with Turn Philly Red, and also Bucks County, we were very successful, but with a lot of hard work. And thank you, President Trump. We've never known a man to work as hard as you do.
Scott LoBaido, of course, famous artist.
Infamous
artist, and of course, free speech activist. We get our president back. Your thoughts, Scott?
If Donald Trump did not win this election, this country would have, it would have been over. It really would have been over for this country. And now the beauty is that this country will now live for another 1,000 years. America is the greatest invention in the history of civilization. And we're only 250 years old next year, 2026. To people like me who understand the value and the beauty of this concept, America, I knew for so many years that we would eventually lose it if we were going down the road we kept going. And it is actually a good thing that Biden and Kamala Harris and their whole group of people won. Well, not really won. I mean, you got to be careful what you say here.
Got in. Is it simply the job is done?
Oh, absolutely not.
Or you tell me more.
Absolutely not. I thought we were going to be able to take a break. First of all, I thought it was only going to be a year that we put our business on hold. I did. But nevertheless, we realized all the work that we had to do.
People think that just because Donald Trump is going to become the president of the United States, that he's going to run to all of these little fires, no pun intended,
right.
In all these little cities, whether it's New York City with the crime, with the congestion prices, with the illegal immigrants. Donald Trump, I can't handle the fact that people actually think that come January 20th, 21st, on Tuesday morning, that people actually think that the world is going to be a utopia of money's and rainbow. Yeah, right. You understand my point here?
Right. Instant gratification.
Exactly. Right. And that's not how it's going to be. It's going to take years.
Right.
Years. Donald Trump has his plate full, and he's got to take care of the big things. But there's still us soldiers here that cannot hang up our fucking, excuse me, sorry about that.
It's America, go ahead, Scott.
Cannot hang up, our armor.
I'm here with David Kerner, who was once a long-term president of his town council. What brings you here to the inaugural President Trump celebration here?
Well, listen, you are in a very Republican area. Being on the town council in Far Hills for the last 30 years, just retiring at the end of this year, being mayor for a short stint and council president for 12 years, I felt that support of the Ladies for Liberty was needed. It's such a great organization. Maureen and her group did a fantastic job decorating today, and it's just a great cause. The rescue cause is fantastic. And listen, we've got 3 more days before we have a new president. And Donald Trump is somebody who I actually interviewed to work here with him years ago, before Mr. Schutzenhofer took over. But Donald Trump is the greatest thing that ever happened to this country. Thank God, and it couldn't happen at a better time.
Yeah, David, what do you think the next 4 years is going to bring with President Trump after, of course, everything that he was put through?
Well, I think it's going to bring balance to our country, if nothing else. It's going to shut down our borders. It's going to bring in only the right people who want to come into our country. And it's going to be a much better place to live. I think that the Biden administration has done a poor job representing our country, and we really need this shot of adrenaline for the United States. And Donald Trump will bring that.
Thank you, David. Enjoy the night.
Pleasure.
Thank you, man. Yep, good job. Okay.
Sing, 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 sing. Everybody start to sing. Ooh, wow. Now you're singing with a swing. Sing, 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 sing. Everybody start to sing. Ooh, wow. Now you're singing with a swing. When the music rolls around, everybody goes to town. But here's something you should know.
Where did you get this thing?
This was inspired by Donald Trump. This is the Make America Great Again, the 24-karat gold MAGA hat.
And where'd you get it?
I made it in an art foundry.
Wait a second. Are you Jeff?
I am.
I've been looking for you all night.
Okay, here I am.
I should have looked for the hat.
Yep, this is a dead giveaway right here.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the inspiration. How did this idea hit you?
I mean, the idea is to spread the Make America Great Again message as a work of to make it last forever. You know, because it deserves to be in an art form that will last forever and will always be seen as beautiful, right? This is a beautiful sculpture covered in beautiful gold, so it should inspire. The message inspires, the art should inspire.
Maureen Baumgartner, the president and founder of Ladies for Liberty, beautiful Bedminster, New Jersey, at this historic location, of course, for a very festive and important night. Maureen, what is happening here tonight?
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Mark. We are celebrating 45, 46, and 47. He is the boss, and the boss is back. We are celebrating his presidency. This is the kickoff, the preface to the inauguration weekend, leading to the actual inauguration on Monday, January 20th. This is our second home, Ladies for Liberty. We have events here, 2 events here every year. We are just celebrating the boss with dancing, like-minded people, love of country, patriotism. We have wonderful sponsors here tonight, and we have 272 patriots, and we're so happy. We have a great silent auction. We have one of Scott LoBaido's paintings right here. We're auctioning off, and we're lucky to get 50% of the proceeds. We also have Trump cigars, commemorative, limited edition, 47 that were made. We have 21. And we also have a golf foursome at Trump National Golf Club. Everybody, please welcome Beth Carman. Beth Carman will recite the President's Prayer.
Lord, I pray for your continued hand of protection to be upon the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. Keep him out of harm's way so that his health and safety are never threatened again. I pray that absolutely no weapon formed against him will ever prosper. I pray that your divine protection of his wife, First Lady Melania, and children, Donald Jr., Ivanka, Eric, Tiffany, and Barron. Shield them from any sickness, injury, or threats to their lives. Hide them all in the shadow of your wing. Lord, you have said that if any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, who gives to all liberally and without reproach, and it will be given to him. On behalf of Donald J. Trump, I pray for him to have wisdom, discernment, and knowledge for every decision he makes. Give him strength so that he will not grow weary. Give him humility so he will not become proud. Give him direction so that he will not lose his way. Give him favor with the people and other world leaders so that he will be a uniter and not a divider. Lord, your word says that the king's heart is in your hand, and like a river of water, you turn it wherever you want. I pray that you would turn the president's heart toward you at all times, so that in the midst of the many voices he hears each day, he will still be able to hear your voice far above them. Guide him in every decision and situation. Please give President Trump clarity in his mind so that he is able to discern the truth from a lie. I know that when the leader is righteous, the people under him will be too. But if a ruler pays attention to lies, all his servants become wicked. May the president always recognize evil and call it what it is, so that he will reign in righteousness and rule with justice. Finally, be strengthened in the Lord and in the might of his power. Put on the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand against the deceits of the devil. For our wrestling is not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers, against the rulers of the world of this darkness, against the spirit of wickedness in high places. In Jesus' name I pray.
Their system did not work. And it didn't work worse than any other concept in the history of this country. And we all know that, and we all saw that. Even they do. That's why you see all these Democrats now coming over. We call it the walk away.
Yeah, incredible. That's Brandon Strzok's organization, Walk Away, and it was wildly successful. He's brought so many people over. How about, is California sort of the nail in the coffin we're just seeing now? Too optimistic?
I'm going to say this tonight in my speech.
I was MAGA decades before MAGA was MAGA.
11-month-old girl shot in the face because of woke, criminal-loving district attorneys.
I saw something back in the 90s that I knew would bring us to the point that we were just in. And that point, as we all know, was almost the actual end of the greatest invention in the history of civilization, which is America.
Seems like all the artist activists are on the left. Except for LoBaido.
You don't keep the criminals in jail, now you're gonna keep you in jail.
This line is to show respect and honor to those who died. Got shot in the fucking head, protecting us. You try to take that fucking blue line down. I'll paint it till the day I die.
We're gonna have a veteran, police officer, a firefighter, a nurse, or medical worker. We're gonna have people in each can and tell their stories. So yeah, the whole patriotic theme is very prevalent in our brand.
So the cans, they have some heroes on there. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, so like I was saying, we want to honor these people on our cans, but more than that, we also are giving back. We're donating to different nonprofits that support each of these groups. So we're going to have a nonprofit for veterans, a nonprofit for first responders, police officers, firefighters, medical workers. So we want to give back to these groups too. We're not just saying we're patriots, we're actually making a difference and giving back.
We almost lost it. America is actually the greatest invention in the history of mankind, if you think about it.
It's all of these little things that I still fight every day that, you know, we can't become complacent, because the complacency is what put us in the position that we have been in for the last 12 to 20 years.
Yeah, it sounds like now's the time to put the foot on the gas. To really solidify American values,
yes,
American way of life,
yes,
standards.
Yes, but don't become complacent, okay? Because Donald Trump is one human being, and he's got a lot to do, and he will accomplish what he needs to do. But remember, there's the rest of us that cannot be complacent, and our soldiers need to keep those small fires controlled across this country.
Got it, Scott. Thank you. And I just want to ask you, your painting, your work here, the inspiration here, can you just tell me about this beautiful painting?
I've been portraying, promoting, and creating images of what I consider the greatest work of art in the history of mankind, which is the American flag. And this is just another example of what I do, my passion. I'm not Michelangelo. I'm not a great artist. I'm just a messenger. And God gave me a talent. And again, the greatest work of art in the history of America, of the history of the world, is the Star-Spangled Banner. And my job is just to keep making it as beautiful as possible and to let people understand how vital and important this image, the Stars and Stripes, are to the world, not just to America.
It's absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Scott.
It should inspire. The message inspires. The art should inspire as well.
Yeah, thank you, Jeff. And by the way, this is the only MAGA hat that I've worn on camera.
You've worn this?
I wore a CPAC.
Wait, did I meet you there?
You did. Yeah. We were downstairs, but it's okay. You meet a lot. No. You meet a lot of people.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it's good to see it again. It's the only one that there's a photo of me.
Did you?
It's a little. I got a little head, but yeah.
That's me.
Yeah, thank you, Jeff. It's a gorgeous piece of work, and of course everyone talks about it. It's really incredible.
We're doing this one next.
Oh, okay.
We'll be doing this in gold.
Now let me ask you: is it going to be this specific hat?
Yeah, it can be. Yeah, this is my hat.
Yeah.
I bought this. I bought this from the campaign because they kept texting me to buy the gold hat. And I'm like, I already made the gold hat.
You're like, I am the gold hat.
Yeah, you know, at CPAC, this was very popular.
Very.
And guess what happened after CPAC?
The gold hats.
The gold hats started being marketed everywhere.
I know.
Because I met his spokesman.
Yeah.
I forget her name. Anyway, I met her. I had a press pass, and so I met her. And she goes, "Can I take a picture with it? Can I show?" And I was like, "Yeah." And so she did. She goes, "I'll show him tonight."
Right.
And then guess
he
what?
loved it.
All of a sudden, he's marketing gold MAGA hats, which I love.
Yeah,
So-
and then the gold shoes came later. Yeah.
Well, I think the gold shoes actually came like a week or two before this actually happened.
Oh, I stand corrected.
Yeah. But anyway, it's awesome, and I'm glad the gold MAGA hat is a thing.
Yeah, Jeff, where can the people follow you and sort of your journey with the gold hat and your art?
The best thing to do is go to memeranch.com. I should have called it MAGA Museum, but it's memeranch.com, and it's where I have basically all MAGA-themed artwork.
Yeah.
Paintings, sculpture. I have interviews on there I've done about it, so right there.
Yeah.
memeranch.com.
Okay, thank you, Jeff. It looks great.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you again too.
It is a bronzed mold, 24 karat gold. We already have a bidder. It's amazing. So we're just here to celebrate our country, liberty, the American dream, and we're coming back to the White House.
So it's incredible. Aside from this celebration and the festive with all like-minded people, I hear this is also for a good cause. Am I right?
It is for a great cause. We have OUR Rescue here. They came in from Utah. We have all of our guests bring a gift for a rescued trafficked child here in the United States. We have bins filled with toys, pillows, earbuds, beautiful little soft animals for them, stress balls. We're going to be shipping out the first week in February to a destination in the USA. And we just love supporting the kids. We are all about child trafficking elimination. We support organizations globally who search and rescue these children. We have to save the children. This is really happening globally. It is the biggest cartel on the face of the earth, bigger than any drug. And we are happy to do our part as American citizens to get the job done. For the last 4 years, the Biden administration has abused these children at the border, have just turned their blind eye to it. No, Ladies for Liberty is stepping up, and we're going to get the job done.
Tell me just the journey, the last 4 years, your organization, and of course, you're dealing with the Biden administration, and now, November, and in just a couple of days, we will have President Trump back. What is that journey like for you and Ladies for Liberty?
Oh my God. Well, we started out, Mark, in 2021 as Ladies for America First. We came to Trump in July, and we wanted to have a fundraiser about two charities, support two charities that were near and dear to President Trump's heart: child trafficking prevention and the vets. We could only choose one, so we chose the kids. Always choose the kids. So we have ballooned, we've blossomed. We've had 7 events here in 4 years. We've raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for trafficking prevention. And also to the vets. We also work with the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. We are a collaborator with their homeless veteran program. We went down to Tomball, Texas, to their flagship location this past April. We're either going to go to Memphis this year or we're going to go to Atlanta, Georgia, and we're going to bring gifts for these people, get to know them, thank them for their service, let them know that we care, we love them, and we will never forget you.
Yeah, it's a beautiful venue.
And this is all because of Trump. It all started because of him in 2021. He lost the election, but we know he really didn't. And we had to act. So this is why we're here, and we're elated. We have 272 Patriots on the first floor, and there's Patriots upstairs.
I am impressed by the whole ambiance of it, how you guys unrolled this, the people that you brought on, Scott, Liberty Cigars, the Trump Golf Course, everybody coming together.
So great.
I'm really impressed by your work, the organization's work. Where can people find you? Where can they contribute, donate, or participate? Where can they get involved and find your work?
Okay, we have a website, ladiesforlibertynj.org. Go to the contact page, and you can get on our mailing list. Also include what you would like to do. If you want to help us with child trafficking prevention, you want to help us as an organization with administrative things, or if you want to help us with the vets. We also have our Patriots Pantry. We support 2 military pantries every year here in New Jersey. So our next military pantry food drive is in April, and we do it around Easter, and then we do another one at Thanksgiving. We're all over social media. Just type in LFL Foundation or at LFL, and we'll pop right up on Twitter and all these other social media platforms.
Okay, wonderful, Maureen. Beautiful event. I wish you more success.
Thank you,
It's
Mark.
it's obvious and apparent you guys are doing well, and it's great for a great cause. Keep up the great work.
Thank you. We're so happy, and God bless America. Peace to everybody.